It's that time of the year again. Every 6 months or so, I decide to shine a light on a few games that I feel don't get as much praise as they probably should. I love doing these videos as sometimes there are many games that people just don't play because they haven't heard anybody tell them that they're good. Well, that's what I'm here for. So without further ado, I have decided to tell you about 5 brilliant underrated games. So let's get straight into the list. I was completely blown away by Gravity Rush when I played it last year, as it was wonderfully unique. I never made a video on the game, but I probably should have because I love what they tried to do here. You sort of teleport around the world manipulating gravity at will, and it's just really fun to just traverse the map. The story is okay, it's good enough. There's a certain point where you go into a certain area in the latter third of the game where it went on a bit of a tangent, but I really liked that part. That's the section of the game that sticks out the most for me. It's not too long, about 10 hours or so if my memory serves me right, but you've got tons of abilities to experiment with. It's an awesome game. I haven't played the sequel, but apparently that's even better. I actually did make a video on Gree, and it's a pretty deep video, for my channel anyway. That's because Gree is a very deep game, about dealing with grief and learning to move on and live with it. Unlike real grief, Gree is very easy and accessible as you can't die or fail. It's a beautiful looking game from an artistic perspective. Every frame is screenshot worthy. The soundtrack is magnificent, it really meshes well with what's going on screen. Again, not a very long game, about 5 hours or so, but if you could pick this up on a sale it would definitely be worth your time. Amongst the Yakuza fandom, Yakuza 3 gets a bad rap. That's because if you were entering the series today, it would feel the oldest due to Yakuza 1 and 2 getting a major remake. 3 didn't get that treatment and you can definitely feel the drop off. But Yakuza 3 is not a bad game. Yes, it feels very outdated. Yes, enemies block too much. Yes, it has a slow start. But the story is typically strong for this series, the main villain is interesting, and newcomers such as Rikia are excellent additions. I see people asking if they can skip Yakuza 3 as they've heard it feels old. The answer is no. Do not skip Yakuza 3. At the very least, take 15 hours to fly through the story, as an absolute bare minimum. I recently replayed Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which says a lot, as I don't really replay games all that often. It's sort of a forgotten game when thinking about October 2018's other major releases, but it definitely deserved its time in the spotlight as well. It looks stunning, the puzzles are the perfect level of challenge, the parkour is a bit simple but enjoyable nonetheless. The stealth and combat sections though are where this game truly shines through. Slithering through the arenas, taking enemies out one by one is so empowering and makes you really feel like a badass. The game is about 7 to 8 hours long if you fly through it, but with plenty of challenge tombs, collectibles, side quests and outfits to unlock, you could easily get up to 25 hours worth of content here if you were so inclined. It's a wonderful end to a brilliant trilogy and deserves more love. I was not prepared for just how good Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle was. I didn't actually plan on even playing it, but when I saw it on sale for £7, I simply couldn't say no. This is one of the strangest crossovers of all time. Mario, Rabbids, in an XCOM style tactical shooter? It shouldn't work, but it does. The game is so rewarding as you need to use your brain. Enemies will destroy you if you aren't always thinking 2 steps ahead. There's a lot of customization when it comes to abilities and weapons, and the classic Rabbids humour complements the traditional Mario charm wonderfully. Mario Rabbids is so much better than it should be, and is easily worth your time and money. So those are my picks for 5 incredibly underrated games. But what do you think of some underrated games that deserve more love? Please let me know in the comments down below what your favourite underrated games are so that I can check them out if I haven't played them already. But for now, that's all from me. If you enjoyed the video then please consider leaving a like as it would be greatly appreciated, and if you want to see more content from me then make sure to subscribe because I upload fantastic gaming videos every single Friday. Have a nice day and goodbye.